Well, I think we can all agree food is art. It's all about perspective, right?
sure.
Absolutely. And for centuries, art has been inspired by food. So now a new exhibit at Portland State University is putting some of those works on display.
The exhibit called The Art of Food from the collections of Jordan Schnitzer and his family foundation. Joining us live to tell us about a feast for the eyes is Mariana Ramirez, director of the Schnitzer Museum of Art. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thanks for
Course,
joining
yeah.
us. We were looking through the lookbook here from the exhibits and just a really cool collection to see food depicted in art kind of through the ages and through different cultures. How did you kind of bring this exhibit together?
Well, we are so excited. This was actually organized by the University of Arizona, and they worked with the Jordan Schnitzer Family Foundation Collection to pull this amazing exhibition together, which really looks at food in a couple different themes, one of which is how food brings us together as a community. Another is how food is used to control certain communities, and also thinking about how the environmental impact our food systems have.
Wow.
Interesting. So some different
A lot of layers
perspectives
to
and
it.
lenses to look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah, that is actually quite fascinating. So when we look at this connection between art and food, why is it so important to bring that to life, and make an exhibit out of this?
Well, I think it's really important for us here at Portland State University to think about ways that we can connect with our community. And so I'm really excited to think about the different collaborations that we're doing with organizations. For instance, we'll have a talk at the end of the month with Growing Gardens, which is an organization that helps people learn to grow food in their backyards, schools, as well as correctional facilities as a way to bring about healthy communities. And we're also supporting the PSU Food Pantry during the run of this exhibition. Almost 50% of our students have faced food insecurity, at least at some point during their time at PSU. So we really want to use this exhibition as a way to raise awareness for our students.
Wow, that's very cool. Seeing a couple of the pieces that we're showing as we talk about this exhibit, I think there are some artists that people will recognize. Who's being featured in this collection?
Definitely. Some of the artists people may already be familiar with, Andy Warhol, who is behind me, as well as Alex Katz. We'll have Robert Rauschenberg and Lorna Simpson as well. And I'm so excited because we actually have 4 local Oregon-based artists, Catherine Ace, Malia Jensen, Sherry Wolf, and Chris Anteman. And we'll have a talk with Malia Jensen on October 13th.
Oh, very cool, very cool. I was wondering, and I didn't know if it was a bad question to ask, but if Andy Warhol, you think of, the Campbell soup, if that played a role, so it makes sense.
I like
that
the
would,
cows, though.
Yeah, the cows,
That
and you
color
can see it over your
blocking, it's
shoulder,
just, you
even
recognize it
in your
right
studio
away.
right now. Yeah, pretty neat. There are different mediums too that this will be all portrayed through. So what are the different mediums? How are all of these pieces being displayed?
Sure. So we have a lot of wonderful prints in the exhibition, but we also have paintings by Sherry Wolf. We have sculpture by Alex Katz and Malia Jensen. It's really a multimedia exhibition, photography by Lorna Simpson. So I'm really excited to have such a diverse exhibition here at the museum that uses a variety of different types of art forms.
I was thinking about it in terms of subject matter. I guess food has often been a very popular subject for art throughout time. I mean, it's like you think about, you got landscapes, you got people, you got food, and still life. It's so big. Was it difficult to kind of pare this down into one exhibit? I imagine you have so much to choose from.
There was a lot, and we're really fortunate. The curator, Olivia Miller from the University of Arizona, did all the heavy lifting and went through Jordan's collection and pulled together this absolutely beautiful exhibition, and really thought about the different themes that she wanted to talk about.
Very cool.
It really is. Well, I love what you said at the beginning of this interview, just showing the different perspectives and the connection that art has to food. Because I'll admit, as somebody who is not maybe the most art
educated.
Yeah, educated. It's a cool way to really bring people in that maybe didn't know about it, and make it relatable for those who maybe can just walk in and check it out. I think that's actually really cool. Mariana, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I was going to say that's really our goal for the museum is to welcome everyone in. I did not grow up going to art museums, and so I want to create a really warm and welcoming space for everyone in Portland and visitors to the city.
I think that's great. You know, and art can be one of those things, you know, sometimes we even talk about wine this way, maybe a
Yeah.
little intimidating.
Can be
You
intimidating.
know,
Go check it
so
out.
I think
You'll
that's
like
I think
it.
that's wonderful. Mariana Ramirez with the Schnitzer Museum of Art. Thank you so much for taking the time. Really appreciate you doing that and joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, the Art of Food now on display through December 3rd. This is at Portland State University. The event is free to the public, and for more info, go to pdx.edu/Museum of Art. So you can check it out there.
Go after lunch one afternoon. Don't go hungry.
Yeah, you'll be hungry when you leave. You'll be hungry when you leave.